What really happened between Taehyung and Jungkook? Why is their story, which was once full of success, now clouded by shocking rumors? An old wound that had long been buried is now beginning to surface, and it changes everything we thought we knew about these two idols. This question is not mere speculation. In recent days, reports circulating among fans and the media suggest that there is something more than just rivalry or friendship between these two BTS members. According to sources close to Big Hit, their relationship has gone through many ups and downs that the public rarely sees. However, as revealed by Bang Si Hyuk in his latest interview, the reality is far more complex and full of surprises. Until now, the world has seen Taehyung and Jungkook as two inseparable figures, two idols who always show togetherness both on stage and in daily life. But apparently, not everything is as it seems. Many have assumed that internal competition among BTS members is common, but there are deeper reasons that were never shared publicly. A long-standing wound that has never truly healed is now beginning to come to light in media coverage. According to Bang Si Hyuk, although BTS is known for their unity, there's been tension growing over time. No relationship is perfect, and we had to face many challenges behind the scenes. Some of those involved questions about each member's personal direction, said Bang Si Hyuk, who is known to be very cautious when speaking about the personal matters of BTS members. It's not only professional matters that have strained Taehyung and Jungkook's relationship, but also deeper personal dynamics rooted in their past. In the interview, Bang Si Hyuk carefully revealed that their friendship had once been tested by deep differences. When people are too close, sometimes small differences can become very big. That happened to them, added Bang Si Hyuk, seemingly indicating that the personal conflict between these two BTS members is more than just a professional issue. But what exactly happened? What caused Taehyung and Jungkook, who should be supporting each other as friends and fellow BTS members, to end up entangled in a conflict that has affected their relationship? All of this started from an incident that was never truly spoken of openly by either party. BTS fans certainly know that Taehyung and Jungkook are very different individuals. Taehyung, with his artistic and expressive personality, often attracts attention for his unique style, while Jungkook, with his outstanding singing and dancing skills, possesses undeniable charisma. However, behind all the success and admiration from fans, a sense of dissatisfaction slowly grew between them. We often felt trapped between the pressure of the industry and fans' expectations. That affected the way we interacted with each other, said Bang Si Hyuk with a serious tone. Does this mean that the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is more complicated than we thought? Certainly. All of this adds a new dimension to the BTS dynamics we once considered perfect. Many are wondering whether their differences can be resolved, or if this will only further fracture the group that has long been seen as one of the most solid in the global music industry. However, despite the tension, Bang Si Hyuk revealed that BTS has learned a lot from the experience. We can't ignore what happened, but we also don't want to hide it. We've grown together, and we're trying to understand each other better. Bang Si Hyuk explained, as if giving a hint that although old wounds have not completely healed, they still strive to maintain a strong bond as a group. When asked further about how this conflict has affected BTS as a whole, Bang Si Hyuk explained that although they have faced major challenges, they remain committed to continuing their journey together. Every BTS member has a personal journey that must be respected. But in the end, we know that we are one unit and we strive to stay solid, he said, offering an explanation that gives hope to concerned fans. Yet, the biggest question remains unanswered. What exactly has made the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook so complicated? Why is a long-standing wound only now coming to the surface? And will this become a turning point in BTS's career, or will they be able to overcome all these obstacles and emerge stronger than ever? Bang Si Hyuk may have given a few hints, but the full answer is still out of reach. One thing is certain, BTS fans around the world are now caught in a growing curiosity, awaiting more complete answers about what really happened to Taehyung and Jungkook. Regardless of what has happened behind the scenes, one thing is clear. This story is far from over, and BTS's future may be marked by even more unexpected developments. But behind all that has been conveyed, one core question still hangs in the air with undeniable tension. Did all of this truly happen? Or are we witnessing a constructed narrative created by the media to attract public attention? In a digital era overwhelmed by an unceasing flow of information, it is essential for us not to be passive consumers of news and rumors, but rather active participants in analyzing and questioning. Does this news reflect truth? Or is it merely another form of sensationalism cloaked in emotional and viral storytelling? It must be emphasized that most of the information we have compiled in this article originates from various open platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and other alternative media sources that currently serve as the primary source of information consumption among fans. But can we immediately trust every piece of content that appears on these platforms? How likely is it that some of this information has been distorted, reframed, or even manipulated with specific intent? Is it possible that the interview cited was only a snippet edited to construct a certain narrative? Were Bang Si Hyuk's statements truly delivered in full context, or selectively quoted to dramatize the situation? We must realize that social media often serves not only as a space for sharing information, but also as a field for producing opinion and perception that can easily be twisted according to particular agendas. In such a situation, what appears to be truth may actually be merely presented truth, and not necessarily reflective of actual reality. With these possibilities in mind, we invite readers not to immediately be swept up in the emotions constructed by this narrative. Are we validating a real old wound between Taehyung and Jungkook, or are we part of a scenario designed to seem emotional and elicit public sympathy? Isn't it possible that the public, including armies themselves, is being mobilized to be part of a larger drama, where attention, clicks, and engagement are the ultimate goals? In the South Korean entertainment industry, which is filled with psychological marketing strategies, many parties take advantage of the gap between reality and perception to shape narratives to maintain public attention. Then, in such a case, do we as information consumers have the obligation to always be skeptical, always question, and not easily accept everything presented with emotional and dramatic packaging? We do not intend to guide opinions, but rather urge you to reflect on your position as a reader, as a fan, and as an individual living in an era of fast and open information. Don't just ask, what happened to Taehyung and Jungkook? But also ask, who is delivering this information? Why is it being delivered now? What is the goal? Do you believe that all of this is real? Or do you see a recurring pattern from a scenario that always succeeds in capturing all of our attention? Think, evaluate, and if necessary, question again what you believe to be fact. Thank you for your attention. Let us continue to learn to become readers who are not only informed but also wise in responding to every narrative presented before us.